Alright, here we go. Unusual stream for me, streaming on a Saturday. And it's also an unusual game. So we're gonna be playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've got myself a steering wheel, gear shifter, and pedals, of course. And I'm gonna use the manual stick here to control the shifting of the gears. In some capacity, it's gonna be a little bit wonky. I've never really used a setup like this before, I just got the stuff, and it's gonna be fun. A couple of issues. There's a lot of buttons and keys to keep track of. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff on the screen as well going on, so you know, we're gonna do our best. And if you're a truck enthusiast, or just, you know, if you know this game in and out, well, maybe this is gonna be painful. But we're getting there. And a thing that I didn't even think about is the pedals. The brake is really, it's really hard to press down. So I'm actually being pushed back in my chair since it's on wheels. A thing I didn't think about, and I actually don't have any other chair that I can use for this. So it is what it is. I've also added brake to the steering wheel, 2 different buttons. The problem with that is sometimes when you're doing a turn, the buttons, you know, rotate with the wheel. They're not centered or staying still in the middle. But hopefully we should be able to at least brake enough on the pedal without pushing myself away. So I might, I don't know, I might go backwards here a couple of times. And my mic is off to the side because the steering wheel is right in front of me here. Hopefully the sound is still okay. And I've done a couple of test runs just to set everything up. Did it mostly actually without a wheel, and then I just tried to set every button up for the wheel. Don't know exactly what we're gonna need button-wise, so I've got like the blinkers, we've got the wipers and headlight, engine on and off, and cruise control I got assigned. And also the camera for the cabin, I can look left and right with like the D-pad, but you can also do that with the mouse, which seems almost easier. So depending on the situation, we're gonna use both interchangeably. And probably a lot of other stuff I don't know about. I haven't installed any mods really. Did buy a pack with some DLCs. We got Scandinavia and Eastern Europe to some extent. And some other stuff was included as well. So if we're gonna keep playing, we might add some more packs to that. And I might look into mods as well. But hey, let's create a new profile, shall we? I think this is how we do it, no profile. Mr. Elbow Trucker. I guess we can be female. Sure, it doesn't matter. Not really. Let's actually be a man. Usually choose females for games. I chose this before on my test thing. There's a lot of pictures, I don't know who these people are. I feel like an old man should suit me. This guy looks good. Yeah. Prefer truck design. I do believe this is just for the starter truck. Potentially, I have no idea, and I know nothing about trucks or anything. Let's see if we do have a Swedish. We got Scania. Do we have any Volvos? We do. Okay. Don't know if they're good or bad, but let's do a Volvo. And let's do a fire symbol. We're good. Company name. Ooh. Slow Delivery Pro. That's a good name, right? Slow Delivery Pro. Language English, that's fine. Use Steam Cloud. Sure, I don't know what that is really, but that's probably fine. I think that's all we need for now. And we're using controllers. Steering wheel. And I'm gonna use the height shifter, yes. And we're doing the range. Wait. Yes. Yeah. I think all of this... Oh, my settings for this profile is not remembered. Okay, interesting. Brake axis, there we go. Brake. Clutch, there we go. I don't know why this would... I think this is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, let's try that out. And yep. Look down at... Oh my god, all of this has reset. God damn it, why? Dead zone, that doesn't matter. Alright, that should be good enough. I think this should be the same as I have had. So this one we need to change to that one. I'm just gonna double check to see that these are correct. They are not. Okay, we need to rebind these. I don't know why it would change this between profiles. That seems weird. Position 3. Position 4. I could have done this before, I guess, but I didn't expect these things to change per profile. It's a little bit strange. Shift position reverse. Let's see if we can find that. Yes. That is it. We don't need the toggle 2, I think, because there's a toggle between, so that should be fine. Yes. Yes. And I'm gonna do the tutorial because it's gonna be weird to just jump into it, I think. Select the city you want to start in. So I was thinking about actually starting where I live. But I don't know. It also feels good to actually start somewhere central so we can go in any direction. And then we can go up into Sweden later on. I don't know if there's any DLCs adding more stuff north of this. I think, yeah, there should be, I think. So maybe we could save that for later. I guess we're doing Germany then. Should be in the center of all. We do have a couple of close things here, which could be good. Let's do Dortmund. I don't know if there is any better or worse place, you know, so let's just do that. Maybe something a little bit more north. That's fine. Yes, I want to do the tutorial. Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Thank you! And another thing, my when I'm shifting gears, it might make a little noise. At last you have a chance to experience your dream job, driving a truck. Oh my god. Your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. For now, you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Alright. Your task is to safely deliver a load of used plastics to Transinet dock in Dortmund. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. Well, we'll see about that. So I think the first one is just a short trip through the city. Oh, we need to do all of this. Let's see. Use additional controls to move your truck. Try driving forward a few meters, okay. Why does it say that I'm in neutral? There we go. Are other camera views available? Yes. So numbers are camera views. Can I control? Okay, I can look around like this if I wanted to. And from above, the hood, behind, in front of, I think. But I'm gonna play from this point of view. It's time to make a delivery. Use Route Advisor to see where you're headed and press F1 to take a closer look. Yes. I kind of know all of this, but if you haven't seen this, we can go through this. When the game is paused, you can control Route Advisor with a mouse. You have a sat-nav called Route Advisor available at all times. Route Advisor displays your current status and helps you with information about your current job and points you where to go. Yes. We got speed, gear damage, fuel, fatigue, email indicator, and stuff like that. It's all in the top bar. Contents of the map, yes. Page toggles, yep. Navigation map shows you the current position as a blue arrow. If you are on a job, it also shows the shortest route to your destination in red. At the bottom of the page, there is an estimation of the remaining trip time and distance. At the bottom, I think this is it, right? Or maybe it's gonna be down below, we'll see. At the bottom of the page it says, alright. Zoom levels on F5, yep, that's, I need to remember that one. Switch to job description page, F6. The job description page summarizes what you're carrying and where. It tells you when you're expected, how much time you have left, and how much money you'll receive if you arrive on time without damaging the cargo. So we're carrying used plastics to Dortmund, from Dortmund. Expected time somewhere between 8:20 and 1500. So we got plenty of time for this first little mission, I think. Job income 358. That's not a lot of money, but you know, it's a short trip. And we got 4 hours to get there. That's pretty good. On the diagnostics page, you can see how badly your truck, trailer, and your cargo are damaged. The vehicles can be repaired at a service station in any city. The damage to cargo, however, is permanent, so be careful. If you happen to get stuck on the road, you can also call road assistance by hitting the yellow button. Let's hope we don't need that. For a fee, they will take you to the nearest city and help get you back working. Yeah, we'll see. We might have to use that if we crash or something, so we'll see. This is all you need to know. Nice. So we got different levels of zoom here. You can see almost a world map. I think we're sticking with this zoomed in thing for now. Alright. Oh yeah, and we do have extra mirrors, UI mirrors. I might use this right one for now. I kind of don't want to do it because it ruins the immersion a little bit. So maybe we're fine without it. And we could also turn off the sat-nav completely. Because we do have a sat-nav in this one. We might not always have that, we'll see. But for now, let's actually keep it on, so we know what we're doing. And I guess we can do we need the extra stuff? No, that's fine. And also we can adjust our... We can't do that here. Okay. But I think we're fine here. Maybe I want to go up a little bit. As long as we can see something in the side mirrors, we should be fine. So this is something I need to try to remember to check every time we get into a truck. We can also change the field of view if we want to do that, but that's basically just moving back again. I don't know, there is probably some good balance for that, but that's fine. Mirrors are fine, I think. Yeah. That's all good, so we don't need to do that. Adjust lights. That's gonna be hard to adjust. Lights, low beam, high beam, beacon. Dashboard backlight. Okay, we can actually increase brightness. Okay, that's good. Alright, well, that'll do for now. Okay. Are we ready? I guess so. Is the parking brake on? No. Nice. Hoping I can go this way. This is the problem when you can't look to the side. Didn't even know if there was something there. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get used to. So now I can use... Yeah, but now my wheels are turned, so Jesus Christ, it's gonna be hard to look around. Let's... Oh god, my wheel upside down. Am I turning here already? I think I am. Not even looking. Well, I saw that there were no one behind me at least. And I'm probably gonna be shifting gears at the wrong time and stuff like that because there's so many things to keep track of. But so far so good, I guess. Okay, nice. Here we go. I need to shift gears. Alright, there we go. Hello, level 1. You know, it's... God, I need to use the blinkers. Okay, I think we made it in one piece. No major incidents. It was a short little drive. Stop. Okay. Whew. Okay. You know, it's Saturday. I know. But you know, you asked for compensation for the missed stream on Tuesday or whatever, so here it is. Press the following key to handle your job delivery. I'm probably gonna do auto parking for now until I get more used to the whole setup because I'm gonna be fucking it up. There is a semi-safe parking, I guess. We can try that out. I don't really care about the XP really, but we could practice. Let's do that. Kind of driven past. Now let's just do the auto parking for now. Excellent! Hooray! And also thank you for hosting. Okay, we didn't get any XP really, but this was just the basic tutorial, so hooray. This is your headquarters. Nice. It's a pretty basic garage. It may not be much, but it's a start. It is. Unfortunately, you have got nothing to park there yet, so there are no trucks inside. Once you've earned money, enough money to board a truck, you will be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. Okay. Alright, progress, stuff, and things. Alright, we gotta pick a job. And I'm assuming that we're always starting from our starting position. So I chose this as my starting position. And let's not take the biggest freaking truck ever. 7-ton used plastics. Basically what the tutorial was as well. I mean, that's probably a good start. Not a too heavy truck. We got medium size. I wish you could see the trailer as well. Because I don't know what the weight really means for how, you know, sometimes there's double trailers and stuff like that. I think we shouldn't go overboard really. 5 tons, that should be good. Let's do that one. And I know that there's, at least in these early missions, it's a good idea to actually drive through other cities and get some knowledge about things. I don't know how to do that. Should be able to change, I don't know, let's focus on that later. For now, let's just drive. Take job. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Well, it was. So I'm actually gonna try to up the resolution of my mirrors. I turned it down because it is draining some frames. Maybe it's fine putting it a little bit. Mirror quality. Let's do medium. Mirror resolution, medium. That's probably fine. And we don't need to focus on fuel and stuff like that, because we're just driving a borrowed truck, and unless I just fuck it up completely, we should be fine. And it's just stupid putting gas into a borrowed truck anyway. It's a Scania. That's good. Do we need to adjust anything? No, probably fine here. Seems good. And yeah, I don't think we need to check the map or anything like that. It's fine. Let's see if I can remember all the buttons. Engine on. Good start. Headlights. I don't know if they need that. So some countries don't have lights on if it's daytime, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's go. Is my parking brake on? No. Never seem to be. Oh, I fucked it up already. Nice. Man, it's really hard to turn your head and do everything. It's clear from that side. Let's just go. I've got no gear. Hello? What is happening? Oh god, I'm engine failure again. Alright, now it's no longer clear. Oh my god. Okay. Found a gear. Wait for these guys. Oh, they're stopping because I'm halfway out on the road. Nope, we're continuing. Nice. Come on, keep driving, dude. Keep driving. Oh my god. Drive! Can use this to control my view as well, which I probably should. Don't stop. Do not stop. Oh, you son of a bitch. Drive! We're gonna be late for our first... I need to give so much gas. It's insane. I'm not looking right. Let's hope there is no traffic. It's too complicated. Maybe change gear. Yes. Yeah, so that's the main problem, I think. Moving your head as you're doing all of that. That's probably going to become easier with time. I'm hoping. Yeah, so the gas pedal actually triggers quite... I need to almost give full gas to even get a response out of it. So I'm not used to the pedals yet. Drive to Czech Republic. We're probably gonna do that. I mean, we're gonna visit all of Europe, so... I think I actually did the Czech Republic when I was testing the game out in the free demo you can download. I'm not sure. I think that was it. Shift to the different gearbox. There we go. It's not a different gearbox, but you know, the second second set of gears. There's 12 gears on this beast. I'm assuming. Oh, I think I skipped a couple of gears. That's fine. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle here, but... come on! Alright, we need to find a better gear. And so far it works fine without the right side mirror as a UI element, because as long as we can keep track of our truck on our left side, we should know basically how wide it is. Brake! Like I said, I'm being moved back in my seat when I'm braking. I do have brakes on the paddles here as well. Whew. I'm sorry if my gear shifting is loud as well. Sometimes I smack it in. Might have to try to figure out a different mic position or something. Because right now it's just right above the shifter. So I was almost thinking about not using a real stick shift. What is it called? Transmission shifter? I don't know. Terminology. I need to read up on that. But it's fine, I think. I'm gonna try not to get any speeding tickets. That's just unnecessary. I was driving on the wrong side of the road when I was trying the demo out. I didn't even realize. I thought it was a double lane or something. I got a traffic violation ticket thing. Oh, slow down. Probably should use cruise control. Feels weird doing that on these type of roads, but sure, let's do it. So we don't fuck up and drive too fast. And I'm probably, if we're in a truck that has sat-nav built in, I'm probably not going to use the overlay, but right now, since, you know, we're new to it, feels better having a nice big UI to look at. Even though the one that is behind, oh, that's the wrong thing. I don't even remember which there is. And we can try this out. I might turn the big one on later. Okay, the problem with not having the UI version on is that I can actually see my exact speed, so we need to use the speedometer, which is in the vehicle, which is fine, I guess. That's how we usually do it, you know, in the real world. Yeah, it actually feels better because I don't need to look to the right side every time. Yeah, it feels good. Feels weird, I'm sitting in such an awkward position compared to within a real car. Way too close to the steering wheel. Stuff like that, but yeah. It's fine. Still 60. And some of the vehicles have, I guess this one has as well. I think I'm driving in too low high gear or something. I think the blue, I don't know, that seems weird. I don't know. Some of them are way easier to just find where which revolutions you should be sticking at. Okay, slow down. Slow down. I might get a ticket here. Slow down. The brake is not reacting to me. But no speeding ticket yet. I'm hoping I'm getting a notification even though the UI is turned off right now. I think I will. It will be like a beep beep. I'm speeding a little bit again. What the? You... Why did you brake that hard? You stupid little vehicle. And there is an option that is called random road incidents or something like that. I did turn that up when I was trying the game out because it seemed interesting. But just by turning it a little bit up from the default value, I think every little delivery attempt I tried had like 2 or 3 accidents and stuff like that. And I was driving during nighttime as well, and that was really hard to react to. They just showed up out of nowhere, basically. You can kind of see the police siren or the lights, whatever, from far away, but then to react to it when we actually arrived at it. So I turned it back to close to the default value, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna see some random encounters. There was actually a helicopter having landed on the highway, so I had to drive up on some sidewalk or something. And now we're speeding again. Come on. Don't know why it's 60 here. Feels weird. Should be 80 or 90. Doing a little bit of speeding, but that's fine. And I've been really bad at looking at... Okay, we need our thing here. At these real signs in the world for speeds and stuff like that. I keep relying on the sat nav. Brake, brake. Okay. Which is fine, I guess, to do that. Now this is where the right side mirror would have come in handy to actually see so you're not fucking up. But it kind of ruins the immersion a little bit, having a big old UI mirror. That's fine. Might have to use it from time to time. Can we get a closer view here? There we go. We got the... I'm heavy. Yeah, wow. I don't... Having a hard time with the gears here. That's too much gas. Holy crap. One of these days we're gonna get it. I'm not blocking in the traffic, at least. Well, I probably am. Oh god. Turn. Whew. Yeah, it's kind of a similar situation where we could try it out, I guess. Could be a good time to practice maybe backing up as well. That's gonna be interesting. To skip parking... No. It just shows it, so you know. Okay. Oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. Just gonna straighten this up. Yeah, it feels almost pointless getting some points just for doing this. Cargo is ready for unloading. Nice. Excellent. Well, I don't know about that, but pretty good. And did we do it on time? Probably, because we got excellent, I'm thinking. So hooray. Keep track of your garages, hire new drivers, and otherwise manage your company from here. Yeah, we can't do any of that, I think. We got some emails. Need money, we can help. We thought you might like to know that we offer favorable loans to new businesses. Do you need funding to get your business running? We are here to help. Please visit our local banking center for more information. I'm a little bit scared of doing that. Brand new Volvo trucks for sale. Yeah, we don't... This is our showroom in Osnabrück. Oh yeah, so you need to visit... That's why you need to visit different cities and different parts of cities. Which I kind of want to do before we get our own truck, because there's usually enough fuel, I think, to do a couple of detours. But right now, when we're still, you know, getting the hang of things, I'm not going to do too many side quests, I guess. And I think we're always... I don't know if we're actually in this place where we drove to now, or if we're in... I guess we can tell. No, everything is from Dortmund, so we're back at our garage, basically. Yeah, we can do that. Going north instead. Slightly heavier load. Wood shavings. Let's do it. That's fine. We can see the mirror perfectly fine. Yeah, alright. Let's have a quick look at the map, I guess. Yeah, doesn't tell us too much. I think we're keeping it on the zoomed in level here when we're driving through the city. And there is no built-in sat-nav in this one, so we need to keep the UI up. I think you can always add that to your own trucks later on as an add-on. So even if it's not built in the vehicle, I think you can put like a portable one in. Okay, this one was a little bit easier to start up. What? There's a lot of loose planks on the ground. What the heck? I don't know if I can always assume that there's gonna be 12 gears on every single truck. That might vary. Or maybe that's just a standard thing. Probably don't need to stop, but for me to turn and look, it takes too long if I don't do that. And I need to... Goddamn. I need to use the mouse, I think. Yeah. Okay, never mind it being easier to start up. The first couple of gears, you run out of, you know, you need to shift gears super fast again. It won't last too long. What? How? Okay, well, that's... You have new mail, what the hell? Show me the map. Okay, seems like it's 12 gear. I don't know, I had some trouble finding the correct gear before. The biggest problem is, yeah, so now I shifted for the lower set of gears, but it didn't trigger. I've had some issues with that. Sometimes it doesn't do it. Yeah, once again I pressed to go to the lower gears, but it never did it. So I don't know why... I guess I can't be... Maybe I can't be using the clutch or something. Oh, I'm going right. I'm not using my blinker here, but that's fine. Blinkers are overrated, I guess. Should have used the mirror there. I might have turned a little bit too close to the sidewalk. Could be that I need to have my clutch down as I'm shifting to the higher / lower gears. I think that could be it, so I probably pressed it too early or something. Hey, I didn't install the engine. Hooray for greatness. It almost seems like you can skip a couple of gears starting up. They're so short. Why am I having such a hard time finding that gear? It says I'm in neutral? What the hell? How is that even possible? That's... yeah, the gears are fucking up because that should be 6, yeah. That's strange. So when I was in 5, it showed neutral, and when I was in 6, it showed 5. I guess if you don't... I don't know. So on this truck it seems kind of easy to tell. You should be on the green markings to drive eco-friendly and probably, you know, probably good for your engine as well. That's a little, there we go. So once again, yeah, I hit it in 7, but it showed 8. So it's like it didn't realize that I changed or something. I don't know. Why does it show neutral? Thank you. What the hell? I guess I can just trust my, you know, I know which gear I'm shifting to, right? So maybe I should just trust that rather than looking at the UI over and over. Okay, let's get back to the previous one. This was a little bit trickier to get up. Do donuts. Well, once we get our own truck, maybe. Now it's just not... yeah, wow. Don't know why I'm having issues with the gears here. That's kind of strange. Okay. Trying to focus on too many things here at the same time. I'm, okay. We're back. I wonder if it's because I'm taking too long to get my gears in the correct position or something. Wonder if that's why we're failing. And cruise control. Look, no hands! Wait. Do I need to switch lane? No, I think we're fine. Oh, I think we've got a nice cruise control here. I think it's actually adapting to the speed, keeping the very same speed. Some of them do that. Some just lose speed when you're driving uphill and gain speed driving downhill. Might get PUBG on Steam if it drops to $10. Alright, cool. Is it on sale right now? Oh, no, we actually picked up some speed. And I think I got lucky because I bought this game today. I mean, I would have bought it anyway, but it was discounted 80% or something like that. So I've been real lucky with some of the games that I'm gonna buy anyway lately. There's usually been a Steam sale right as I'm buying it. So here we got one of these traffic accidents or something, which is cool. And another one already. A truck. Oh, he's trying to. Oh god. I'm not a big fan of cruise control IRL, because this kind of happens where you, well, this is not the main problem. I just feel like you're not in total control when you're using it, and you relax a little bit too much. So maybe I shouldn't use it. Let's use our own feet. Cruise control rocks. I mean, it's probably good. If you're driving a lot and you're driving long distances, it is probably good. But like I said, I feel like you get a little bit too relaxed, and some people, you know, take their feet off the pedals and stuff like that as well. That seems dangerous. I guess I'm changing lanes. This is a... Probably I should have looked to my right here. I'm just gonna wing it. You got Honey Pop for $2. Honey Pop? I don't know what that is. Is it some anime stuff? And I mean, PUBG right now, next week on the test server at least, it's gonna be huge with a new map and stuff like that. And the week after that, for the real game, they're gonna release a new map with some new mechanics. So it's gonna be fun. It's a puzzle game, Honey Pop. I feel like I recognize the name, but can't place it in my mind. How am I in 11? Yeah, the gears on this, I don't know if it's intentional. They're being weird. Sometimes they don't change. Maybe. Why is he speeding, this guy? Shouldn't he be limited by the same speed as I am? Maybe it's a smaller truck. Yeah, we are speeding a bit here. And it still says I'm in 11, which is not true. It won't change. There we go. I mean, 11 was fine, but I didn't have the stick in 11. That almost sounded dirty. I do believe this game has VR support, and that actually would make sense. It would be a little bit easier checking your mirrors with just turning your head, rather than incorporating more hands or something. And also it's a game where you're stationary, which seems very well suited for VR. Should I? Nah. That's not good. Oh, I didn't need to swap lanes, alright. Oh, fuck! Jesus Christ, I should have turned. Oh, God. Well. God damn it. Am I completely zoomed in here, or what the hell? Maybe we should do that, yeah. Probably should have done that before. Alright, we need to... it's still doable. Yeah, driving on the highway with the sat-nav all zoomed in, not a good option. Might be a little bit too slow. The problem is I need to look down every time I need to use the indicators as well. Oh, that's incorrect. What the hell? Oh, come on! That's also incorrect. Here we go. I'm doing poorly with my gear swapping here. One of these days. Oh, this actually became a decent route anyway, it seems like. Why does it say I'm a neutral? I'm having a hard time understanding this. Why? Why? I can't put... There we go. Jesus. That was weird. Right, engine on. Gear 1. Yeah, I think I need to start skipping gears. Maybe go from 1 to 3 to 5 or something. Wait. Oh, that's a truck on a truck, I see. I was a little bit confused thinking, what the hell is going on here? It says I'm in neutral, which I'm not. There we go. And then it's just... we're gonna have to wait for the next one, otherwise I'm gonna get a ticket. Yeah, I don't know why... Maybe it's just a difficulty thing for different vehicles. But it seems weird that the gear is just, you know, incorrect. I don't think that's intentional. That's probably a mechanical fault. Try to go from 1 to 3. Ah, that doesn't work actually. Maybe it did work if I didn't screw it up. Maybe I can take shortcuts. We'll see. Come on, I put the right gear in. Wait. Oh. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking hard to get your gear in. Just give gas. It reacts so late is a problem. It's not a problem, I haven't gotten used to it. Need to almost put the pedal to the metal to get any reaction. I guess I can probably adjust that if I wanted to. Alright, we made it. Do we want to park it? It's just right up ahead, sure. Get some extra XP, I guess. So now I put it in 1, but it still shows 3. Why did the engine turn on? Okay. Perfect. We did it. Another successful delivery. Excellent. Oh, we leveled up. No longer level 1. And I have no idea what you should focus on immediately. These are different types of deliveries. I guess you need to do them in... No, you can pick and choose whichever you want. Would be kind of cool doing some special things. Long distance could be cool as well. This game is harder than Dark Souls. Indeed it is. It probably... it's gonna become easier. But you know. Long distance, high value. High value seems good, right? Fragile. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Eco driving, probably good for when we have our own truck. Yeah, but not now. Let's do long distance, shall we? Got a new email. Drivers with own equipment needed. Well, that's not relevant as yet. I guess we can come back to that later. I'm just gonna go grab some coffee and I will be on a new mission. Alright, we're back. And I'm thinking the problem I had with the transmission and the gears, it could be that I'm not releasing the clutch entirely. So even if I can, there is no limitation on the stick, I can always hit whatever gear I want to get to. So I think I might not release the clutch completely and then it doesn't update to the new gear or something. That might be my problem, so I'm gonna have to try to do something about that. Alright, let's see. Looking mostly at the places we can go here. Kinda wanna try to go south, since we haven't done that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we actually go from different places as well, I guess. Yes, we don't always start at our base. Could go west, I guess. Yeah, should look at the money here as well. This is way more valuable for some reason. 14 tons. I don't know why it's way more... trip distance, 226, 225. There is a symbol here. Articulated trailer. Okay, that might be... Well, let's not do that. I don't know what that is. That might be bad. Okay, this is kind of going south. 21 tons, empty pallets. Yeah, let's do that one. It's kind of heavy, but it doesn't pay too much. But I guess I shouldn't be too greedy. Yeah, alright, our position feels okay. I'm gonna leave that mirror on as well. No built-in... Well, there might be a built-in sat-nav, actually. There is. Are they changing... Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. So the one that is built in gives us a wider view. Okay, I like that. And the position of that is pretty good. So we can have, like, 2 different views here. Okay, I like it. We can do that. Lights on, if that is needed. The weather has been fine so far. How do we leave this place? That's a good question. Can we make a turn here? Holy crap, sitting this close to the wheel, it's kind of uncomfortable. This might not work, we'll see. Oh, it seems fine. Yeah, cool. It's a lot of space to work with. Come on. Yeah, I'm too easy on the gas pedal. Need to just hit it. That was close. That's why we need the mirror active. Holy smokes, that was so close. Whew. I mean, it's kind of skillful in a way. Making it that close. Yeah, we're good to go. There's a car coming, but he can wait. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to control my view. Change. There's a lot of things happening. Need to adjust a little bit. Need to see those mirrors. There we go. Okay. And I gotta say, I never knew that trucks had so many gears. It makes sense. Probably gives a little bit more power in the lower gears, right? Oh god. I was... Gotta figure out which gear to go to when I'm slowing down like that. When you're starting from scratch, you kind of figure it out as you go, right? And I do wonder how the gears actually work. Right now I got 6 gears, then I'm hitting a switch, bringing it up to the second gearbox basically, in a sense. I don't know if that's the way it works, or if there's actually 12 different positions. Oh god, okay, this is fine. I should have turned again, what the hell? It's really hard to tell, didn't I put this on more zoomed in? Maybe it is. I guess it's same after all, I don't know. Yeah, wow, those turns just show up. Maybe I should be zoomed out. That's... I don't know. Well, fortunately roads are connected. Jesus Christ. I'm probably turning left here, so I'm gonna stick in this lane. Okay. So I can't... Can we get a gear? There we go. Wait, are there different... I can't see the lights. I wonder if my green is... I don't know, we might get a speeding ticket here. And not a speeding ticket, but a traffic violation. Because I don't know if I'm allowed to drive now. Come on. Go, dude. No? Well, I'm going then. Thank you, I guess. Just realized I forgot to change the game title on stream. And I'm also having trouble with my gears here. Okay. And I feel like once I've gotten a little bit more accustomed to all of this, swapping gears is just gonna... Now I keep checking the revolutions and stuff like that. And listening to the sound, but it takes way too long for me to react and do the proper action. It's all gonna become a little bit easier. Oh, I'm driving a little bit too fast. I'm actually gonna do this and rename my stream, sorry. Completely forgot about it. Seems like the stream is really delayed here compared to what it usually is. I think this is a kind of a taxing game. I have no gear in. There we go. This could be actually good that we made a wrong turn, because now we might actually discover a couple of things here. Not sure. We'll see. Whoop. Not being able to use my regular brake, the pedal, in a good way. That's not a good thing at all. Holy crap. Relying on the paddles on the wheel, especially when you're turning. Why can I not get gears? Thank you. It keeps fucking me up because I'm trying to change gears at the correct time, but then it doesn't realize that I've shifted gears, and then it's too late. I'm losing speed and the gear becomes incorrect. Almost feels like that was uphill. Might be, it doesn't feel like it's uphill, but... Oh, slow down. Oh, I'm still speeding. I'm just free rolling there. That's fine. I do wonder if you can only get a speeding ticket if there are cameras, or if you drive past the police or something. Or if it will just automatically happen no matter what. I know I'm probably butchering this engine, but hey. I'm really speeding now. Okay, we're turning. Oh god. Yeah, the brakes are... Oh no, I got a... No shit, which... there we go. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I know that there are sticks that has I think I was using the blinker in the opposite direction as well. It's fine. The problem is, when I'm turning, I can't change to the between the low and the high gears. That's a bit of a problem, actually. I guess I need a... It would be nice having... would be nice having... what the... Can I... Cannot get it into a gear, it's just not happening. Yeah, come on. Jesus Christ, I need to hit it fucking in. And no gear. No gear. Jesus Christ, why is it so hard? Yeah, the controls are just out of control now. Can I... Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if I'm making a lot of noise hitting these gears in, but... Yeah, it won't do... Huh. Alright, finally it would do 5. It wouldn't do it for the longest time. Ah, I'm very confused. So, what ends up happening is when I'm not finding the gear, it just ends up in neutral and nothing happens. So I don't know if it's a timed event or I've been careful to release the clutch completely. So I don't know what's going on. I haven't been able to focus too much on the scenery and stuff like that. Oh god. But here, coming up on a nice little bridge, even though I'm speeding a bit. That's probably fine. Yeah, it doesn't really lose any speed by itself since it's such a heavy vehicle. I actually need to actively brake, you know. Which makes sense. And apparently the stick that I've got to the wheel, it's not optimal for this game. It's more for racing games apparently. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm gonna get a little bit more used to it. Not having this issue missing gears altogether. What? Crash vehicle? What are you talking about? What? Did I crash into someone? No way. What the hell? Yep. Can't get it into gear again. No matter what I do. There we go. Almost crashed again. I don't like these type of lanes that just, yeah. Oh, I should have turned! What the fuck? Again! I keep missing and I can't... There we go. Can I get a gear? Thank you. I don't know what's going on. My vehicle is broken? It's probably not broken, but I'm doing something incorrect. I think that's the brake got stuck or something. Interesting problems we're having ourselves here. Okay, we're discovering cities at least. That's probably good. Gear, thank you. Oh god. Says I'm... Okay, we need to continue on to get back to this place. Okay, I see. Ooh, hello, Dudelovsky. Do you play Trucker SMP? Fun to play online and meet other peoples. I've never heard of it. I've never really checked up any of these games. I just got my wheel this week, so I don't know. I might check that up. First, I gotta get used to my gear, all of it. It's weird. First of all, I need a freaking chair that doesn't move away when I'm hitting the brake. I need a chair that isn't on wheels. That's my main problem here, because not using the brake properly kind of is a little bit wonky. Good thing there were no cars in that lane. Keep being surprised how quickly you need to shift gears when you're just starting up. Yeah, it's might damage our tires a little bit. We're driving up on the sidewalks just a tiny bit. I don't think we're gonna make this in time. We'll see. I don't know which gear to choose here. Trying to use my blinkers as well. What the? Red? What? What do you mean? It was green. It was so green. Oh no. Let's try not to miss our exit this time around. It's gonna be wonky driving all cash. Alright. That's not blinker, that is. Probably could find a more suitable... Yeah, that's fine. Struggles a little bit. Well, we did. Well, I think we've gotten 2 fines during this quest, which is not super great. We're hopefully still making some money. Brake. Brake. Turn off thing, okay. God, it's scary not seeing exactly where you're going here. Holy crap. Is this what a real truck is? With the mirrors covering your entire view? That seems risky. I don't agree with the first fine we got here, because I don't think we were hitting anyone, but according to the game we were. Let's see if we can take this turn here. There's actually a vehicle parked this time. Let's try not to hit him. That's perfect. Oh god, that was... Oh no. I mean, if he just drives straight into me, how is that my fault? You know, I'm a big truck, I'm taking a turn, and he just rams me in the side. I don't know, I'm not agreeing with that ticket either. I think the police in this, in Germany, they're way too harsh. Where's the parking spot? The same as always. Sure, let's do it. It's a multiplayer game, yes. Oh, this was a little bit worse. I think we can do it without backing up, maybe. I don't know how aligned it has to be. We'll see. We haven't really backed up with our trucks yet. We'll see. This could be fine. Come on, that's good enough. You cheeky game. It seems like the engine kind of turns off if you stop. Okay, let's see if I can find the reverse here. Well. It's been a long time since I actually drove with the trailer RL, so I know that you kind of have to think opposite, but it also seems like once you start getting out of hand when you're backing up, it just keeps getting worse. So we need to straighten this up. And maybe we can just back straight into it. I mean, it looks like we're almost aligned, right? It looks pretty good. There we go. I could change view, I guess, but what did I just do? I don't know. We lost power. Isn't that good enough? I don't get it. Come on. Oh, take it! Stop! Stop! Yes! I'll take it. Excellent still. Did we make any money? I guess you're paying the fine right away, so it's not taken from the money you gain, which kind of makes sense, I guess. So I actually don't... Yeah, I think we made some money, but we actually lost some money on the way as well. Make a profile and just download it. You have only real players in traffic when you use Truckers MP. Wow, that's interesting. That has got to become mayhem. And when they block you, you get an AK and shoot up the truck. Cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, we'll level up again. Interesting. Should I continue doing the same one? Or is it good to spread out? Have value, let's do that. No new mail, alright. Lamb stomachs. We've already been driving out that way. We've been driving kind of this direction as well. Apples 20 ton. Could you standard delivery? This pays more though. Chimney systems, alright. It's nighttime again. I wonder if the time of day just continues on. So... Or if it's... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we need to go left around. I need a third hand in order to move my head inside, as well as I'm turning and shifting gear. Anyone get a spare hand to lend? Just come to a complete stop. Release the clutch, because otherwise the gear is not recognized. Okay, seems clear. Go for it! Go, 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 go! Probably should shift gear. There we go. Oh, red light. Nobody saw that. I can't believe I didn't get a ticket for that. I don't know why that was. It's really hard because all of a sudden I get no engine sound at all, even though I'm hitting the gas, so... It's really hard to tell if I've fucked up the gears or something else. Why didn't I get fined for that red light? I don't know. And I guess I should have been in the left lane here, but it seems like there's not too much traffic, so it could be fine. I think I can always just... I don't need to do well-timed clutches or anything. I think I just need to hit fucking gas fully every time. All the way down. That seems to be the way to go. Oh, now it's raining as well. Oh no. Wipers? And this is a weird truck. I guess it's just super heavy because the revolutions go up super fast, but it doesn't really sound like they do, and you don't feel it in the speed or anything like that. I guess I'm driving uphill now as well, so... Oh god, well, that's fine. Probably could have stayed in 6th gear. It's fine. I think this is probably the heaviest truck we've driven so far. Red lights? What the hell? Yeah, the acceleration on this one is... That was the wrong gear. Oh my god. Don't know if we need to swap lanes here, or if... I think everything is just going kind of onto the freeway, right? Or whatever. Oh no, I fucked it up. Ah, I've been doing so well. Come on, engine, start! Don't fail me now. What the? I'm not even doing anything, it just... Okay? Are we okay? And now I should be neutral, but it shows... It's fun to play this game. You have also radio so you can talk to players nearby in MP. Okay. I might have another set of lights that I could turn on to make my visibility a little bit clearer. There we go. Wipers, full speed maybe. It's really struggling in these hills, holy crap. Yeah, this has by far been the heaviest we've been driving. Having a hard time climbing this hill. Another hill. Come on! Floor it! Probably could have shifted down further for climbing that. And now we're just speeding as well. What the hell? Okay. Wonder if it's actually getting slippery on the road because it's raining. I'm trying to brake, but there we go. Probably a good thing it's only 60 here. I don't know why I keep gaining speed. Yeah, this truck is just keeps its momentum. Okay, there is a turn coming up. It's really hard to tell in the darkness here how much of an incline you're actually driving up. You're just gonna have to get a feel for it. Just guessing on a gear. Oh, I guess pretty good. Oh god, these are some tight turns. I'm a little bit surprised that we're getting nighttime driving this early on. I guess it's either it's randomized or it's actually intentional. I don't know which gear I was in. That was not it. That works. Yeah, keeping track of... I mean, it tells you on the screen which gear you're in, but, you know, still. I'm sorry if I'm not reading chat immediately. It's there's a lot. There's a lot happening. And as I understand it, being on the green line of the revolutions should be a good thing for eco-driving and probably for the engine as well. I might have misunderstood that, but it seems to make sense. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for once we've done with our shifting gear. Yeah, I did put on the high beam. Oh, I probably should turn that off since we're in... Kind of forgot I did that. Alright, I do like being out on the freeway. It's way more relaxing than taking turns, shifting gear and stuff like that. This is nice. We have a little cruise control as well. Alright. Now we are just cruising. We're speeding a little bit, but I think it's within reasonable margins. Am I not allowed to go straight forward? I think I am. Why can't I get to the lower gears? Thank you. Now it's like my brake is stuck again or something. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just using my gears incorrectly. I don't know. I don't know if I was actually allowed to drive straight forward. I mean, the map was kind of telling me to do this still, so I don't know if I should have rerouted myself or if what I did was okay. Not gonna shift gear yet since we're still climbing a hill. Where's a high-pitched sound from? I don't know if it's the wind in the cabin or if it's the engine or whatever it is. It's kind of annoying. Okay, more accidents. Jesus, why? So yeah, I'm glad I turned that back a little bit because it did increase the random events, and that will. I mean, we're still seeing. So I don't know. It's like when you're getting up into the red, your engine just completely shuts off or something. Maybe that's makes sense. I don't know if we're turning here or... I guess everyone is turning here. Fuck, I need swap... No, I don't need swap lanes. Oh, that's good. Now this is how it should always be, right? If you're making a turn, or if you're, you know, heading to an exit, that should veer off the road. But we've seen a couple of roads already that the lane just disappears. So the right lane becomes the exit, rather than you add an exit next to the road. I guess I'm just used to roads being like this one was. But we've seen both there, so... I couldn't tell if there was an exit or something, but we are gonna make an exit here soon. So I'm probably not gonna try to overtake this truck up ahead. Oh, it's only 60. Oh no. Yeah, braking this thing is a slow process. Also driving a little bit off-road here, but that's okay. This is not our exit. Nope. I'm swerving a lot here. This is probably our exit. By the looks of it. I can't find a gear. Thank you. I'm actually speeding here. It felt kind of smooth, but I also could tell that I was going a little bit too fast. But it still worked out pretty nicely. Okay, coming up on a city here. Could be our destination. Kinda would assume so. Breaker. Almost want to wait for the next light here. We're probably fine. Yeah, the brakes just all of a sudden kicks in so fucking hard. Am I gonna get a violation here? Maybe. So yeah, I feel like this truck, since it's a little bit heavier, it seems like you need to... It loses all of its power, all of its horsepower, basically, when you rev up too much. So you need to get it down to the low end in order to maintain anything. Okay, that's interesting. You can't use the lower engine to, or lower gear to brake. Maybe you can make that as a thing. So right there, I didn't even get it. Yeah. Wonder if that's a feature or if that's an oversight, because I'm getting 0 engine sound. Maybe that's actually how trucks work. I have absolutely no idea. So I was shifting into a too low gear, and the revolutions went up to the red, and no sound came from the engine. So you don't really know that you're making any mistake, because you're not hearing or anything like that. Which is interesting. Yeah. I feel like this truck wasn't that much more heavy than anything else we've driven, but it feels 10 times heavier than anything we've driven so far. Maybe it actually was. Maybe I maybe I forgot how heavy the other ones were. Okay, we're coming up on our destination here. Why neutral? I'm hitting... I think we're turning left here. Oh, brake! I can't tell. Yeah, left. Our engine stopped? Hello? Why? I don't know why the engine just stops. Well, that time I fucked it up. And I'm not supposed to turn here, but I'm just aligning myself. Yeah, so it's kind of weird that I need to give full gas when you're starting every time. You can't just touch the pedal a little bit, you know, ease into your speed. You just need to give full gas every time. So I gotta get used to that, which is nice. Okay, green, full gas, and then just release the clutch after that. Hopefully it was still green light for me. I didn't check at the very last second. Neutral, why? And now I'm not getting a gear again. Jesus Christ. So I got a gear, but it's showing me that I don't know. It's a mystery. Once again, it shows me no gear, but I'm actually in 3rd gear, I think. So I'm gonna yep, now all of a sudden it showed up, so it's interesting. Whew, alright, that was a long drive. I'm actually gonna auto park this. Such a heavy thing. So that was kind of weird with the gears again. Even though it showed me neutral, I was actually in a gear, so I should trust the gearbox rather than what the game is telling me, it seems like. But then again, there were a couple of places where it seemed that that wasn't true either, but Jesus. My wheel was resetting very harshly. Whew, alright. Well, we haven't had any major crashes, which is nice. And I am getting a couple of skip frames and stuff like that. It's not an insane amount, but don't know what I can do to improve on that. Probably not gonna mess around too much with that right now. Maybe I should lower my mirrors again. I don't think that's gonna do too much for that. Reflection detail, we can lower a couple of things. Weather quality, let's leave that on. Make a loan and buy a truck maybe, get more money then. Yeah, I kind of want to get a little bit more money. Let's see, where do we have our stats and stuff like that? This is it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I actually got 15,000 now. I kind of want to... I don't want to... I'm a little bit scared of the loans because I know that they're always being just taken away from your daily money. But maybe we can check it out. How much is a truck? I think it's around 100k, right? Or something like that. Have we any truck dealers? We only got one. So I think we need actually to try to discover a couple of these. That's why I haven't really focused on buying a truck now, because I'm still getting used to the driving and all that. Sure. Is this costing money to travel? So yeah, around 100k it seems like. I don't know what truck to choose. I'm probably gonna go for a Volvo, so it's fine only having discovered this, I guess. 164, oh no. Probably shouldn't go too expensive straight away. Shit. These are some nice looking trucks. So let's say we buy this one. I'm guessing there is a limitation to how much you can pull. I mean, none of this tells me anything. But 100, so I guess if I take a loan on 100k, we can actually buy this one. And we have some spare money. Maybe I should do that straight away. How much was the bank? Gonna charge every day. Okay, it's only 1400 a day, and on 3 drives right now, or 4, we made 15k. And usually when we drive, it gives us between 3 and more. So I guess that should be fine. Just one ride will pay for our loan, I guess. But that's only 50k. Ooh. Okay, this is 100k. It still should be fine. Alright, should we do it? 18%. Okay, well, we did it. And maybe it's stupid that I'm just buying from the first dealership, but like I said, I don't want to drive around and discover too much when we're trying to make money. But I probably should do it when you're free roaming, because now we're going to spend our own gas if we're using our truck. But let's just do it so we have it done. And this is the only one I can afford, I think. We can afford this one. Barely. What is the main difference? Steering left hand? Wait. Left hand means that the steering wheel is on the left side, right? Yeah, so it's not left side. Alright. They seem kind of similar. It's the RPM that is the big difference. This... No, wait. 1000 to 1400. No, it's the same actually. They look very different, but they seem to be basically the same stats. From what I can tell. There might be some hidden stats that I'm not seeing here. So which one do we want? This looks... I guess we're gonna be sitting higher up. It looks more powerful, the green one. But they should be kind of the same. Can you view inside of it? There's gotta be a way of doing that, right? And customize. Okay, here we go. And the mirrors seem to be in a good position. We got 2 mirrors. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Oh. Well, this is going to be easier to tell your speed more exactly. The other one only had 20 steps. This actually has 10 steps. But it's... I feel like we get less view in this one. Which is very nice. Looks way more modern. I do like the looks of this. And I think we have a sat-nav as well. Which is cool. I think I'm going for this one. Do I need to customize it before I buy it? Or can I buy it and then customize it? Maybe there is no customization to be had, actually. Okay, these are things we do not have. That's fine. I thought maybe we can change colors and stuff like that. But maybe that costs money. Okay, so we could change some things. Getting some more horsepowers. What is that doing to our price? We can't afford that. Never mind. I'm assuming I can upgrade this at any point if we want to do that. So I don't think we really can do anything. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't do that. Okay, here we go. Colors. Oh, it costs money? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we take the truck as it is. I don't think we can do any changes unless I'm missing something. Yeah, custom color, money. Well, let's just grab it. You have more colors up, really? Okay, I see. Nice. It doesn't really matter too much. We're not going to be seeing our truck that much. But these also cost money, so yeah, we're sticking with this one. I kind of think it's a neat color. Almost pastel colored. It's fine. Let's just do it. Okay, we bought a truck. And now, blue is cheaper, was it? Oh my god. Well, I wanted this color anyway, so... Nice. Look at that beauty. Look at it. Oh my god. Now what? Just free roaming? We got a full tank. That's nice. How do we get to the jobs? Through this? Okay, you actually leave to the menu, I see. Thank you. Thank you for your expertise, Dudlovsky. It's much appreciated. Alright, I can still do the hard work if we want to. So if I should crash this or something like that, I don't know if you can... Yeah, we probably can do that. So that's nice. You can always do other jobs as well. Now, let's see if we actually make more money doing this. Earn money for your company. The payment seems better, but the trips are also longer. Now, will the game tell me if my fuel is sufficient for a trip? And also, I don't know if I'm only getting offered stuff that I can actually pull with my truck. I'm assuming that's the case. But let's do something... You need to pick the town you're in now. Oh, okay, I see. So we should be in Dortmund. Okay, I see. Well, thank you for that. So otherwise I had to drive all the way down and pick up the job, right? Okay, let's do this one. 7 tons. Let's try our... Look at the payment. It's like nothing. But I guess we're doing it. 7 ton. Let's see how that feels. Set as GPS destination. And now we actually need to pick up the trailer itself. So, alright. Let me get into position here. good. Mirrors are not really that great now. Well, I guess it's probably okay because we're gonna have the trailer as well, so that's most likely fine. The front, that's fine. Side mirror, it's probably fine. Wait, am I changing it? Oh, I'm changing this one. What the fuck is that? I don't care about that. Seems good. I might be aligning them a little bit weird now since we don't have a trailer to... That's fine. Good enough, I think. We'll see. Okay. Did I start the engine? I think I did. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, stop. Jesus Christ. What the... This is a weird spot to have a garage. Oh god. Well, it's a good start. Why does it say I'm in neutral? I'm not. I'm trying to turn around just. Okay, this works. Let's just go. I'm not using my blinkers, but that's okay. I'm very... Okay. So this is kind of annoying. Okay, it's green. Is it green for everyone or just for me? The bus is... Okay, the bus is driving. And I guess it makes sense that you need to shift gears so frequently when you're accelerating, because there's so many gears, so, you know. Of course the intervals are gonna be shorter. Is this it? Oh, this is it. Earn money for your company using your own truck. Yes. Yes. Head towards a green flag on your map. Alright, I see. Is my parking brake on or... No. No? I don't know why it wouldn't go. Might be tricky getting out of here. We'll see. Nope. Are there more than one reverse gear? I don't know. I mean R1 now. Hopefully I'm never gonna need more than one. And I know that I can look outside, but I need to use my... I need to have the wheel. Stop! Okay, perfect. Okay, I need to move forward again. Hitting the brakes pushes me back. Okay, we're ready to roll, I guess? Is my engine on? I think so. No, it wasn't. I guess it turns off when you're getting the trailer on. Brake. So we need to turn left here. This is gonna be a little bit tricky, but it's fine. I think. Vehicle. That's fine. I timed that perfectly. That's all intentional. This is all okay. This is how we do it. This is intentional. It's kind of a long trailer we got here. Okay, the brakes are a little bit more responsive than on our previous... Why won't it go? I don't get it. So that time it showed me that I was in gear 1, but still it seemed like I wasn't or something. Yeah, I need to shift gear quicker. I'm so slow. Oh god, it just stopped so fucking fast. Oh my god. Alright. Let's not hit the brake that fast. Maybe we will get a green light here. Perfect. I like that all my small little mistakes are just panning out and I'm not really punished for them. That's not a good way of learning, I guess. I say I'm pretty happy with my purchase here. I like the looks of the cabin. Pretty good. We're living risky here. Oh yeah, there's sleep as well. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh shit, I'm probably gonna fuck that up somehow. Well, I guess you just need to look for a resting area somewhere. And I think the game will probably tell me. Okay. If I'm getting too tired. I think your character is yawning and stuff like that as well, so... That's not it. That's not it. Well, Jesus. Brake, 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 brake! Okay. There's so many inputs. Apparently I was in the wrong gear mode. Okay, now we're in 1. So I think I need to start just changing gears immediately when I drive. I don't need to look at the revving or anything like that, because it's all about just shifting gears quickly when you're starting up. Might even hear. That's a little bit too low, but it works. I don't know if we're going... No, okay, we're turning here apparently. Oh shit. I'm not signaling always what gear. There we go. I think it's better not to collide with anything, and maybe get a fine for not using your... Oh god, I should have checked here. I can't look. I'm hoping it's fine. Oh no. I gotta figure out a way of turning my head. I have controls on the steering wheel for doing that, but since I'm turning at the same time, they're never where they're supposed to be. There's gotta be a way of... I guess I'm using the mouse, but then I need to shift gear as well. Jesus, it's so hard. Maybe I need a VR headset. Oh god, we're speeding. Slow down. Still speeding. Need to sleep soon also. So the sleep bar on the thing, is that filling up with blue or is it draining from blue? It seems weird that I should need to sleep already since we just started out as our own driver. You would imagine that that would be reset. But maybe it's not. It's filling up. Okay, so I'm basically about to fall asleep then. What the hell? You can drive for 100 kilometers when you get the first warning. Okay. So you should basically always be able to make it to a rest stop. How long was my... I guess our destination is 106, 105 kilometers away, right? So we should be able to make it in time, because if we're sleeping on our mission, we're gonna lose a lot of time, I think. And I'm still gonna keep the sat-nav UI stuff up there because it's a little bit easier. But once we get more accustomed to everything, I'm gonna try to use the one that is built in... Oh god, he's yawning. Well, we should be able to make it to our destination. If it was 100 kilometers. If I can keep the speed up here. I'm hoping that you just black out and get into a huge accident if you fall asleep. Probably not gonna be displayed with the graphics, but I'm assuming that's what happens. Can drive 150 also, but starting to closing eyes a little bit sometimes. Okay, I think I've seen that happening as well. So, well, we should be fine. I think we can make it to our destination then. No time to lose. Cannot disappoint our... Oh, stop yawning, dude. You're fine. Oh, now we're speed. We might have to speed a little bit here. You know, make up for lost time. And I was about to say, look at the cars. They're driving way faster. They're fine, but I guess they are allowed to drive probably 110 or something. Or even faster. But I'm not. I don't think we've gotten a speeding ticket yet. We have had some collisions and whatnot, but speeding, I don't think we've been fined for. And maybe I should actually turn on the voice for the sat-nav to make my life a little bit easier. Not having to constantly look down on the map. Are we exiting here? I think we are. Almost close. See no cars. Which gear? Which gear? Oh, no. This is perfectly acceptable what I'm doing here. This is fine. It's smooth. It's really smooth. Look at this. Could have chosen a better gear. Okay, we're almost at our destination here. Perfect. No problem at all. And I even chose the correct lane by mistake. I've been blessed with some random good luck when we were kind of almost fucking up. Okay, that was not the correct gear. That's not the correct gear. What is happening here? That's still not the correct one. I can't find the correct gear. It says I'm in neutral. I'm having a hard time understanding why that is. Where's the... Oh god, stop! Once I get a real chair... Why are you doing this to me, game? And I can actually use the brake with the pedals. It's gonna be way easier. Now I need to kind of improvise. I'm driving first here. You have to wait. Because it's so wonky braking with not the correct things. No, let's just hand this in. Excellent. How great. We made a little bit of money. No fines, I think. Surprisingly enough. Current company job offer, so I can grab a new one, but we need to rest, so we need to find a place to do that. Can I just open the map? Can we do this maybe? So if we go to a rest stop, can I mark that somehow? Yeah, alright. And if it's not marked in our thing, it's just right, right, left. And that should be it. So I'm assuming that it's going to be marked now. Otherwise just push drive. Let's see if it's actually marked here. Oh, it is. Nice. Why is my engine not starting? Trying to find my pedals here. Oh, it did. Okay. I thought I forgot to disconnect the trailer. It's oh, there might be a vehicle. No. Oh, we got lucky. I don't know how you're supposed to do all of this at the same time. It's maybe I bought a bad steering wheel or something. Because it seems like the buttons and stuff you need, they shouldn't rotate with the wheel, right? Because you can never use them. But I think this is kind of how all steering wheels are laid out, so I don't... Having a hard time getting from 5 to 6 sometimes. I don't know why. Is it just pulling into one of these, maybe? Oh, yeah. You're getting tired, find a place to rest? Yes. Press the following keys to stop the engine. Wait. Oh. Okay. We're rested. Nice. And we almost got a full tank of gas still, which is surprising. Let's see if we can find something here. This game is harder than Dark Souls. I don't know if there's any point in heading back to our place. I'm actually gonna mark a couple of spots here, maybe, if we can. I'm gonna look into that. Let's keep it to the slightly lighter stuff. Okay, so this is high value cargo, which is good. I think that's why it pays pretty well for being... It's a short drive as well. Yeah, it's pretty good payment, I think. Let's do that one. So, let's see. Somehow I'm scrolling in the chat while I'm scrolling on this map. That's very, very strange. So if I wanted to look at the map now, do this. We have our destination set. And I guess both of these are points of interest. We're gonna drive by them. I guess we need to... I don't know if we need to stop, or do I need to mark them maybe? Let's do that. That's probably good enough. I mean, we're kind of driving by them anyway. And this is our pickup. And then we set our new stuff, alright. Just on the road. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get them on the way over. I guess I might have driven another way or something. Oh, lights are still on. Oh no, am I draining my battery? Shit. I'm assuming I can drive around here. Oh god, why is it so hard to start your truck? So when I was backing up, the gas pedal reacted immediately. But when you're starting and driving forward, you need to basically hit full gas for some reason. And it's almost not working. Gotta get used to that. Can I get a map? Oh shit. I don't want to rest, game. Calm down. I'm hoping I'm gonna get the map automatically once we... I do have the small map in my vehicle, actually. Okay, there we go. Now for the tricky part. Okay, it's clear, it's clear. Let's go! Hoping it's still clear. Let's see, do I need to drive in here? Nope. Okay, nice. Okay, this one also just got discovered. Nice. So I guess I was not driving on this road before or something like that. I'm gonna drive when the other cars are driving. I think that's appropriate. I actually see the reflection in my window though. That's pretty good. Jesus, you gotta shift gears so fast. It's like a full-time job, just shifting gears driving a truck. I think you could employ one guy just to do that. swear to God my brakes were not working. And now I can't get my gear in. Did the vehicle in front of me just disappear? Nope, there is. Well, it was a little unfortunate. I gotta upgrade my brakes. Or just brake sooner, I guess. Eight. That actually works. Amazingly enough. Gear 8 worked. Okay. Kill the baby. Oh no. Don't say that. This game is too violent. Yeah. For your company, yes, that's what we're trying to do. Alright, so can I put more stuff on the map right here? Yeah, I can't zoom, it seems like. I guess I need to take the job first, maybe. This was the one, right? So... let's see. Wait, our destination is not marked. Is it because I haven't picked up the trailer, I guess? Oh, I'm in the wrong gear set. I see. That explains quite a bit. Oh. I never checked the cargo. It's a scooper. Why am I in neutral? I'm hitting 2. Thank you. How am I gonna get out of here? This could be tricky. Also, can I get mirrors? I wasn't very well aligned. Still pretty bad. Oh, it works. Nope. I wish the regular gears reacted as quickly to the pedal as the backing up does. Alright. I don't know why my engine shuts off. Maybe it always does that when you've coupled or something. I only put it in neutral and then it just turns off, but that's fine. Still nothing on a minimap. Because my engine is off? No, I think it's... okay, it is marked. Nice. Okay, we're getting out. Driving through here, up. Okay, it's not a long drive at all. I guess we add these. Yeah, should be fine. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just trying to start the engine, and it doesn't work. I'm out of fuel? Did I drain the battery? Oh, it still thinks I'm in reverse. What the hell? I mean, my stick was in neutral. The game didn't realize. Okay, there we go. Jesus, that was hard. We can probably turn around here. I guess my parking brake is on? No? Yeah, I don't know. There is something weird going on. All of a sudden I can't drive and it tells me that I'm in gear, but I'm not in gear. Then I'm not, and I don't know. It's a mystery. This is the greatest mystery game I've ever played. Can we do this turn? Yeah, it seems fine. Look at that. It's beautiful. Once I get more accustomed to this, I probably can do a look around before I'm arriving at an intersection. But I'm not fast enough to. Maybe I should try to use my the stuff on my wheel. But then I'm turning at the same time and then I can't correct the view. I gotta figure out a way of doing that. Maybe there's some good tutorial on how to set that up. Yeah, no, it's not realizing that I'm shifting gear again. There we go. So I think I need to be way more aggressive with the pedals, because it's almost like I need to slam up and down. If you release gently, it's like, did you really release it? Did you? Really? Oh, that almost went bad. I'm almost giving full gas. It's not enough. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear set. I always think that after it went into neutral, that it would reset to the lower gears. Gotta get used to that, having two gearboxes basically. I guess the engine just turns off automatically when you stand still. Is that it? I think that's an option actually. It feels so weird shifting gears so often when you get 0 speed. I mean, I've got absolutely no speed and I'm already used half my gears. It's absolutely insane. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have used the gears our very first time playing. Maybe it would have been better just learning the game and then started with the gears. It's fine. I know that I'm not always signaling, but it's fine. I'm not sure if I should be in this lane. I think this one actually goes both forward and exits. Watch the speed. It is kind of hard to tell where the lines are on the left side. So I think it's pretty good to have the mirror, even if it's a UI mirror on the right side, to tell if I'm correctly positioned. Obviously I can look at the road as well, and that's probably how you're gonna get used to where the top of the steering wheel is supposed to be aligned. But I guess that all depends on where I'm viewing as well, so... Am I supposed to turn? I think I am. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking hard to tell. Come on. How is the step between those? What? Okay, that's because I think... Why do you think it's neutral? Come on, game. What the hell? Why can't I swip? That's not neutral. Come on. That's still not neutral, game. Jesus Christ. Why can't I drop to my lower gears? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Thank you, finally. So I wonder if there's a limit to how many inputs you can make at the same time or something, because so many times now it's not shifting to the lower gears. Why neutral? I'm hitting it into a fucking position. It's still neutral. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's still neutral. There we go. Finally got a gear. Hooray. That is a little bit too wonky, I gotta say. I don't understand how the game isn't, you know, it's probably not the game's fault, it's probably the gear. And I don't, well, both literally and not. Because if I'm actually putting the physical stick into its position, how can the game believe it's in neutral? It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be able to, you know, it's like if you're playing a platforming game and you're trying to move right. And it's not reacting to you pushing right. It's just, nah, it's nothing. You had the shift up, split, I meant. I don't know what that means exactly. I never changed to the lower gearbox or anything like that. It wasn't that I hit an inappropriate gear or something, I would think. Oh god, I'm speeding a little bit here. Once again, it thinks I'm in neutral. I'm speeding again. I can't tell that this is downhill. It's really hard to tell when you're driving downhill in the darkness. I'm still picking up speed. It's absolutely absurd. Slow down, dude. I'm guessing on a gear here. The game guessed neutral, but I'm not in neutral, so I don't know. I gotta look into this if you can change this somehow, because it's really annoying not knowing which gear you're in. And sometimes it's not even... I don't know. That is risky. That is very risky, I gotta say. I just get a Tesla truck and it drives itself. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I mean, we can employ drivers in this game, and maybe that's the way to play it. Maybe play it as a strategy game or something. Let's see where we're supposed to go. Oh, I'm fucking... Okay. Why is that neutral? It's reverse. Why can't I hit the reverse even? Come on. Okay, well, I guess we're... I can't get a fucking gear. What is this? I'm gonna assume it's green. I lost power. Neutral for some reason. Neutral. You really need to smack those fucking gears in. This is unplayable right now. Yeah, fourth gear is simply not working right now. So I guess we play without it. We're skipping fourth or something. And now it still thinks I'm in third, which I was not. No, it's not neutral. Jesus Christ. He wants me to make a U-turn here? Are you kidding me? How the fuck is that gonna work? I don't think we can do that. Are we allowed to make a U-turn? No, it's actually directing me elsewhere now. Good. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna get a ticket here. Why is that neutral game? Thought I ended up in 10. What the hell? So now I can shift to the lower gears for some reason. This is very strange. Can't even get second gear. I think it's a clutch that is a problem. I think since I'm drifting away from the pedals every time I'm braking, I'm not pushing it all the way down. And I think it needs to be all the way down. If it's like there is a switch at the bottom, it's not step-by-step reactive or whatever you want to call it. So... Jesus Christ. I can't get the gear to show up, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting further and further away here. Alright, we gotta wait for the next signal, I guess. So yeah, I need to get another chair. That is the main problem here, I think. You marked the 2 in town. GPS makes those go in the route. Yeah, I did. That's why we made this little extra thing here. What? Where are we turning? Here? Can't find a gear. Come on. There's so many things to keep track of, holy crap. Like I said, we need a third arm. At least. So yeah, the problem is if I'm holding down the clutch, I can't change high or low gears. So I need to... Maybe I can do that before I clutch? I don't know. I thought it worked before. I don't know, it seems to work sometimes. We should be able to do that. Hooray for victory. Excellent. Well, we did have a minor little bump into a car. And a lot of problems with the gears, but I think, like I said, I think it's because I'm not reaching the pedals, because I keep pushing myself away every time I brake, especially the brake. That's why I have the brake on one of the paddles, which kind of works, but if I'm turning, the paddle is randomly somewhere around, so then I need to use the foot brake, or the pedal brake, and then I'm pushing myself away, and I'm getting further and further away, and I can't reach all the way down. So I think that's actually the problem, that you need to hit the clutch all the way down for it to react. Otherwise, you shift gear. So I think what happens if, when you leave a gear, so when you pass through neutral, the game is not realizing the new, or reacting to the new gear if the clutch hasn't been all the way down. Then it's like you never even done it. So let's just put it in neutral. So I think that's what's happening. Put something behind the wheels on the chair. Yeah, I thought about that, but it seemed complicated and weird. There's so many wheels, it probably just would have been sliding sideways. But I'm gonna get a new chair without wheels, I guess. Or maybe just prop it up with something. So I think that it'll be enough driving for today. It's been fun. It's frustrating from time to time, but that's okay. I think I'm just putting one into everything here to get some options when it comes to our missions. Or maybe you should just focus on one. I don't really know. It's nice getting options. Just in time delivery? Let's wait around before we do that. Seems dangerous. So we got 9,000 in the bank. The bank is gonna steal our money though, day by day, which is annoying. Have we made any payments yet? I think we paid once. Is that it? I'm not sure. Either we paid once or we have paid 0 times. It doesn't really matter, it's just gonna happen automatically, I'm assuming. But yeah, once our debt is paid off, which is gonna take a long time, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, I'm supposed to look into hiring drivers at some point, but we're still gathering truck dealers, and I don't know if we actually found any recruitment places, whatever they're called. But I mean, we're just in it for the driving for now, but yeah. And we got a sweet truck. We actually bought a truck. That's pretty good. So that'll be it for Euro Truck Simulator 2 for today. We'll see, maybe I'll play tomorrow again. I've kind of grown tired of Loop Hero a little bit, so maybe some more trucking tomorrow. Or it's gonna be Loop Hero, we'll see. And next week is still gonna be a little bit wonky with streaming days. Tuesday, no stream at all, and Wednesday might be a little bit off with the times due to work. So we'll see what happens. But thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the help. I'm gonna try to fix my IRL problems here with the stuff. And it's all just a matter of getting used to all of the stuff as well. So hopefully it will be a little bit smoother next time. But thank you for hanging out, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.